Hey, what's going on, guys? Johnny with Hijack Security coming up with another video. This time, how you can pass your OCP on your first try, hopefully, and kind of giving you the painting the picture on how I got my OCP and what I use and what I recommend to everyone who is currently pursuing it. So let's go ahead, let's get right into it. So for me, one of the very first resources I recommend to people who are just starting out or anybody who is just getting their feet wet into pen testing is Try Hack Me. Try Hack Me has great content on really the fundamentals from the ground up on how to conduct pen testing, different type of attack vectors, how to exploit it, what tools to use, etc., etc. And they continuously add on new content, like this attacking and defending AWS that was not here last year. They are always updating it with brand new content and they are pushing out some high quality stuff. So if you're just getting into this pen testing stuff, or just IT in general, I recommend going ahead and doing the introduction to cybersecurity. Um, it has a lot of the fundamentals that you will need to know to be successful in pen testing. And I'll say here what I recommend to everybody. You want to have a good solid foundations. You want to know what networking is. You want to know how servers work. You want to know how the web works. You want to know how DNS, how HTTP cookies work. You want to know the fundamentals of what you're trying to break into. Because think about it, how are you going to break into something when you don't even know how it works? How are you going to change the fundamental use of something if you don't know how it's used? And so I really recommend that you guys go ahead and go through this course if you really don't know and you're really brand spanking new and try to get your feet wet. So for the ones who are really going through the OSCP and just starting out, I recommend that you guys go ahead and run through the Junior Penetration Tester. This is a course that I went through. You see here, I'm 45% done. Um, this is something that I was using to really just understand what the heck is step one, right? So I didn't even know how to do an Nmap in the very beginning, or what the heck burp suit was, or Metasploit, or how to use any of it. And Try Hack Me really, excuse me, or Try Hack Me really just runs you through step by step how to do it, why to do it, and it's just really good foundational stuff to know. So after you're done with Try Hack Me and you got a good gist of what to do, and you feel pretty comfortable um, on running through some actual machines, I feel like the best thing to do next is to go ahead and run and enroll into the OSCP certification. Now, everyone knows what the OSCP is, no need to explain it here. Golden ticket to getting a job in penetration testing and is the best thing to do as of right now to go ahead and get you a pen testing job. So let's run through the bundles real quick. So right here is their foundational bundle. $1,600. What do you get in it? You get the course, obviously, 90 days of lab access, and you get one exam attempt. Now, I really recommend this for people who are going to be really dedicated to those 90 days. So either you are holding down a full-time job, and you plug in 4 or 5 plus hours a day for 90 days straight, and you're just a savage running through this thing for 90 days. Because for $1,600, that's a lot of money. That's if you were like me, that was the first thing I noticed. I've coming from CompTIA, Microsoft, I didn't spend more than $200, $400 if I was paying for it out of pocket or my company was paying for it. I didn't spend more than $200 or $400. $1,600 for one of the hardest certifications in the industry is that's a lot of money. Like I said, I recommend this if you're just a straight savage. You have plenty of time to dedicate to this, and go ahead and knock it out the way. I've seen it done. It's definitely possible. Now, for me, I ran through the Learn One subscription. What do you get in it? You get the course, obviously, And the big difference here is that you're going to get a full year of access to the labs. Why is that so critical? Because the labs are really going to be the make or break you in how successful you are in passing this on your first attempt. And just to add on top of that, you're going to get two exam attempts versus one. Yeah, you get two. So say you were to mess up first try, not going to happen to you guys, right? Because you guys are watching my content and you guys are doing the absolute best that you can do in preparing for this exam. You guys are going to get two exam attempts. So it really gives you that reassurance and you're going to get this thing passed. And just to add on top of that, they have some of the foundational knowledge. And it really makes sense in this type of package, right? Like you get a whole year to dedicate to the OCP. They're going to throw in the foundational stuff to get your feet wet. Like I said, always goes back to the basics. You're going to learn that foundational knowledge to be able to be successful when you're going through your OSCP. And on top of that, they even throw a free exam attempt for the OSWP, their wireless professional certification, basically credentialing you and being able to conduct a wireless assessment. And this is going to be huge later on the next step of your OSCP. So OSCP practice is the PG practice. This is going to be your number one thing where you spend the most time in after you're done. You go through the OECP course and have already done your lab access. You've gotten the bonus points. This is where you're going to want to spend the most of your time, and we'll get more into that later. Now, boom, they got their high honcho creme de la creme package right here, the Learn Unlimited, 5,500 a year. Now, I don't know many people who are going to be able to pay for this out of pocket. Certainly not me. I paid for Learn One out of pocket. I put that on a credit card, but I am never going to put that much amount on a credit card for a one purchase. So this is really going to be to those companies that are willing to pay and invest in you to advance your education. So what do you get in it? You get the whole shebang. You get all of OffSite's courses. You get it for a year. You have unlimited exam attempts, unlimited. You get access to the whole offset course suite here. So you get the OSCP, the OSWP, Pen 300, the OSWA, OSWCE. I mean, you see it all here, and they're constantly adding new content onto here. Now, do that if you're a big baller. Personally, I would run with the Learn One, and for those savages out there, running with the Course Insert Exam Bundle. Now, why is this PG practice included in the Learn One going to be so critical? Because PG practice on its own costs $20 by itself a month. So 20 times 12, you're going to do $240 just on PG practice. Probably not going to need that much time depending, but it's all up to the individual. So on to what I think the best practices for the OCP after the labs and the actual course itself is going to be your your proving grounds here. So they have it in two different flavors. They have play and practice. Play is for free. It says it right here. You get access to different machines that are available, and it's really going to be great practice for you to get to your OCP. Why do I say that? It's going to be because, boom, right here. It says realism, but it is made from offsite. They're going to be the most OCP like machines, and they are going to basically be the closest thing you can get to the exam without doing the labs. And this is important to say is that you do it after the labs is because the labs have and the exercises that I understand now have some actual AD sets or OCP exam machines in there. So if you really want to test your might and try to see how you stack up against taking the exam, run through the labs. But after you're done with the labs and you do your bonus points, you're going to want to spend most of your time and play and practice. I recommend practice, and which you get with a Learn One subscription. Now, with that, another honorable mention is going to be Hack the Box and IPSec. We'll go ahead and bring his videos up now. IPSec has great videos on Hack the Box. Personally, I didn't run through most of them, but I definitely took a look at it once or twice. And he has great content when it comes to the OSCP. You've probably heard about him. Go ahead. What I recommend doing is I use them more in in my earlier weeks preparing. Is run through his OSCP. You should have it here. His OSCP playlist. Let's see. IPSec OSCP. Here it is. Boom. TJ Knowles OSCP prep guide for the OSCP. Run through this and just take notes. Just take notes on everything that he's doing, and really understand the why behind it. This is the playlist full of TJ Knowles OSCP prep guide. I mean, everything is here. You really learn why he's doing it, the different types of enumeration, and if you can run through this and feel pretty confident in solving some of these, you're definitely going to be on the right path to getting your OCP on your first try. Now, with all that, one of the best things to do when you're running through your OCP and you're doing all these labs is you're going to need a good note taking guide, basically. So I'm going to go ahead and post this in the description, but this is the note taking system that I use while I was running through my OCP. So let's go ahead and take a look, right? So you have your done, your IP. These were PG practice machines. So I just put PG practice, the name of the machine, the OS, and then the tags. For the tags, I just put anything that I learned, right? So LFR, RFI, basically how you compromise the machine. So let's open it, and then boom, you're going to run through target template, and boom, it'll run you through what you need to do to basically take notes. So you got your enumeration, your nmap, you do your nmap all scores, default script, and default service, and then you do a vol scan, and then you have your specific port enumeration here, and then ultimately you put how you exploited it and any useful links that you used that helped you to solve the box. And last but definitely not least is going to be lessons learned. You want to fill this with whatever you learn on the box, whatever the box taught you, so you can have a big database of notes that you can easily access through your Notion search, and being able to just have a huge database of different exploits, attack vectors, enumeration, and just little tips and tricks that you pick up. So with that, that is my guide on getting you successfully prepared for your OSCP. And this is the personal approach that I took to it, and I got my OSCP on my first try. So I hope you guys liked the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We will be coming out with some OSCP practice machines, just running you through how I do my enumeration, and hopefully you guys got something good out of this. Go ahead and share your friends, comment what were your favorite parts, some recommendations you guys have, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video.